Come on, guys, let's learn Helm today. So, what is Helm? Like in Linux, we have apt and yum, right? Apt is for Ubuntu based and yum is for CentOS based. These are the package managers. And Helm is the package manager for Kubernetes. So, first we have to install the Helm in your system. For that, you can just search for Helm installing in documentation in your Google or any browser. You will get this particular documentation. Here you have the steps to install the Helm using the script, or if you are using macOS, you can use it by brew install Helm, or if you are using Windows, you can just install using Chocolatey. So I have already installed the Helm. So if I run Helm version, so you can see this is the Helm version. So let's run Helm commands now. First, I'm going to create a Helm chart. For that, I have the command Helm create. Here everything call it as chart. That is nothing but the template YAML files. So I will create Helm create, then name of the chart, that is my chart. Then enter. So it created my chart. If I run ls, I will have the my chart directory now. And if I go inside that directory, and if I run ls-la, so here these files and directories are automatically created when I run helm create my chart. Each of these files and folders are used for specific purpose. Let's see what are these files and folders. I will just explain the general structure of Helm chart. So here my chart is the chart directory. Inside that first file is helm ignore file. It is .helm ignore. It is a hidden file. So when I add some files in .helm ignore file, those files will be ignored while packaging the chart. It is just like .git ignore file in your Git directory while writing your code. Here if I run cat.helm ignore, you can see these files and file extension will be ignored while packaging the Helm chart. So next file will be the chart.yaml file. It consists of metadata about this particular chart. The metadata can be name, version or description of this Helm chart. And if I run cat chart.yaml, I will get the details like a version v2, name is my chart and description is a Helm chart for Kubernetes. This is the YAML file actually. You should follow the YAML file syntax here. Next file is values.yaml. It will be the very important file in this Helm chart. It generally consists of default configuration of all the values. While deploying application, generally we modify the values.yaml file contents. If I cat values.yaml file, it has all the details like replica count, image, and many more things. Generally, your application's version upgrade, you will modify the Docker image, the version here. And in the charts directory, we will have all the dependencies. If your chart depends on any other charts, you will mention those charts in this charts folder. And in the templates directory, we will have your Kubernetes resource templates. Kubernetes resource is nothing but deployment, service, or ingress. So we'll have the deployment YAML file, service.yaml file, and ingress.yaml file here. So if I change the directory to templates, and if I run ls-la, so these are the files here like deployment YAML and ingress.yaml, service.yaml, and other resource YAML files also there here. And if I cat one of the YAML file, here you can see the content of this deployment.yaml file. It is very different compared to your general Kubernetes deployment YAML. Here it is a template actually. It is not a actual Kubernetes deployment YAML, but it is a Helm template for your Kubernetes deployment. Similarly, we have the separate template for service and ingress. Also, we have the helpers.tpl file. These are the helper templates for reuse actually. And readme file, we can use it for description or any documentation purpose. And if I cat helpers.tpl file, that file consists these content actually. So this is the general structure of your Helm chart. There will be remote chart also. We can add those remote charts also using the command helm repo add and the which repo you want to add and the URL for that particular repo. And then when I run this helm repo add command, you can see this is added for your repositories. And for updating that, you can run helm repo update. You can see successfully got an update from this particular chart repository. Here this Bitnami chart repository consists of several production ready charts actually. I'm going to install the MySQL chart from this particular repository now. For that, I can run the command helm install and the chart name that is MySQL and the repository that is Bitnami / the chart name that is MySQL. Then if I enter this now, so MySQL chart is installed now. To verify that, we have the command called as help list. It will list all the installed charts. You can see this is the chart I have installed, that is MySQL. There is one more chart also that is I have installed earlier. You can run kubectl command to get the resource here. For example, kubectl get pods. You can see MySQL 0 pod is created and it is in running state. Also, you can uninstall the chart using help uninstall and the chart name that is MySQL. Now you can see MySQL is uninstalled now. And if I run helm list again, now MySQL is not there here. And if you want to see the content of that particular Bitnami helm chart, you can just search for Bitnami helm chart and you will get the GitHub repo for that. And if you open that, you can see these are the contents here. And if I open that Bitnami folder, You can see several applications here, Apache or Cassandra. All these applications are available in this particular Helm chart actually. What I have installed is MySQL. If I search for MySQL, you can see this is the MySQL directory. This is the structure of this MySQL chart. We have the Helm ignore, then the chart.ml readme, then values schema.json, then values.ml file. And in the templates, we have many YAML files here. And if I open values.ml, here generally we will add the default values. Here you can see the default image will be the 8.4.4 DBN 12 R7 MySQL image. And the by default replica count is 1. That's why it created only one pod. Also earlier I told we can override the values of this values.yaml file. Let's see how I can override the values now. For that I can run helm install, then the name, then the repository, that is bitnami /mysql, then --- set replica count is 3. So it will override the values from my values.yaml file. Also one more option to override the values.yaml file is creating your own customized values.yaml in your local. I have copied the same values.yaml, but I am going to modify the values.yaml file here. So replica count is 3 and I am going to save this file. Now I can run the command helm install, then the name, then the repository, that is bitnami /mysql, then -f and the file, that is myvalues.yaml. That is the customized values.yaml file that I have created now. And if I run this now, there is some error. The file name is myvalues.yaml, not hyphen is not there. And if I run this now, MySQL chart is installed now. Here it is not working. If I run kubectl get pods, it is giving only one pod. But generally it should override the values.yaml. But this replica count is not getting the values from values.yaml. I think if I check the stateful set YAML file, you can see this replicas is hard coded to 1. So generally it should get the values from values.yaml. But here it is hard coded actually. Here you can see all of these values we will get it from the values.yaml file. For example, values.primary node selector. All of these values are mentioned in your values.yaml file. So in any templates, you can call the values from the values.yaml file using this syntax. So that's it for today. We have learned Helm chart. Subscribe and check out other videos too.